Okay, guys, hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to another installment of this talk through tutorial for your level 3 anatomy and physiology workbook. Today we're looking at the posture and core stability section. So we're looking at roughly questions 71 through to 82. Now, we don't really need to do all of these, guys, but if in doubt, give it a crack. Make sure you put some good information in there. So again, thinking about level 3, we need to make sure that we are paying close attention to the wording in the question. So does this say list, describe, explain? Does it say define? Is there the word and in the question, which is going to give us a clue to make sure that there are two sections to your answer that would need to be completed. So questions 71 and 72, relatively straightforward here, guys. All you need to do is define the term core stability and then define the term posture. So just a nice short, sweet statement in there to give a nice definition of what we mean by the terms core stability and what we mean by the term posture. Okay, so the next question is going to be 73. So describing the three main systems that provide core stability and give an example of each. So you might think about passive systems. We want to think about active systems. We want to think about neurological systems. So when you think about passive, these are things that don't move. So we might think about things like the supporting structures through our midsection and what kind of holds everything together. How do our muscles work to provide core stability? So it's going to be our active section. And then our neural is going to be our nervous system. So think about what might happen when we need core stability instantaneously and how does the nervous system affect that. Okay, guys, question 74. Name the three most superficial spine flexors and extensors. So flexion and extension of the spine. So what muscles are going to flex the spine and what muscles are going to extend the spine? What are the key ones that are most superficial, meaning most closest to the surface? Describe the role of the thoracolumbar fascia in core stability. So if we go into your workbook 1B, we're going to find, if I can find it in the workbook to show you where it is, guys. I think it's a little bit further down, my apologies. It is in here somewhere. May well actually be in workbook 1A. It is. So here we go. So here's all the information on your thoracolumbar fascia in and around the SI joint. So we're looking at form and force closure. So make sure that you have a nice read through this, and then you are going to put in your own words a nice couple of sentences to make sure that we're describing appropriately. Okay, so next one, guys, 76. Describe using examples the difference between the local and global muscles. So local meaning sort of generally smaller. So this is what we would call the inner unit. So the ones that are going to stabilize the spine, and the global muscles are going to be what we're going to call our outer unit, and these are the ones that are associated more with movement. So to give a nice description of what we mean by local and what we mean by global. So 2 answers needed, or 2 points here. Right, intra-abdominal pressure. We don't really need to know about that, but it may be worthwhile you guys just having a good little dig into Google on this, because it's really interesting stuff. So when we sort of breathe and we brace, we are creating intra-abdominal pressure, and that is providing an outward and upward force to help us stabilize our spine. Okay, so 78, moving on from sort of 76 here, guys. We need to give a name and describe the deep and local stabilizer muscles. So these are the inner unit muscles, and we need to just give a short description of each of those. So we've got around about 4 muscles, I think. So you need to find out what they are and just give a quick description of each of those for me. Okay, describe the muscle changes that can take place due to insufficient stabilization and their effects on posture. So again, there's a really nice little section in Workbook 1B. So we've got some information on posture and kind of how that affects movement, but we also want to have a little bit of a look at this section on back pain, which I believe is just down here. So we've got benefits, we've got risks. Here we go. So spinal stabilization and local muscle function. So again, this bit is going to be what we want to see. So this is on page 6 of this document, guys. So again, all the information that you're going to need here to write this answer. Again, we've got 80, so describe the effects of abdominal adiposity and poor posture on center of gravity. So again, that's going to be all about how carrying extra weight through midsection affects your posture and how that affects your center of gravity. What's the impact of that for the client? So is that going to cause them pain? Is it going to impact their ability to move properly? Right, so this one, guys, is an explain question. So we're on to page 81 now. Explain. So we need a nice little detailed answer here for me. And as we saw in our, as we were kind of previously looking through here, we saw some benefits and risks, didn't we? So they were kind of down here somewhere. So basic principles of core conditioning, benefits of core conditioning, and the risks of core conditioning. So again, lots of information there. Again, you just need to take that and pop that into this little box for me, guys. Again, always writing in your own words. And then we just need, for the last one in this section, to label this little diagram. So if we think about this young chap, his back here, how would we describe this? How would we describe this? This one, this one. Okay, so a couple of these you should know, particularly 1, 2, 3, and 4. But these two you might want to just have a quick look at. Again, there's going to be information in the book there. And then, and that's it for that section, guys. So hopefully that helps you. Just a quick sort of 10-minute session today. Again, the vast majority of these answers are in Workbook 1B, but there are a couple hidden away in Workbook 1A as well. So I hope that helps. Best of luck. Let me know if you need anything further. And let's keep working hard, guys. Well done. Keep moving.